Hey there, welcome to my Space Cube. How about we learn how to solve this 3x3x3 Rubik's Cube. Now I'm doing this video to support my CubeSnap Teacher Edition app that will tell you how to solve the cube, but with detailed instructions and lovely illustrated algorithms that can actually teach you how to solve instead of just solving for you. So in that app, I'll have some links to specific sections of how to solve the cube, and hopefully that's helpful. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, goal number one when solving a 3x3 Rubik's Cube using my method here, is to make every one of these four edge facelets here on the top. I'm going to go ahead and say the top is the side with the yellow center and the bottom is the side with white center. And we're going to make each one of these facelets, these squares, white. So how do we do that? This is pretty straightforward and easy. The first thing we're going to do is look for whites along the middle here. And we saw one right here. And so all we have to do to get this one over here is just do this. And there we go. All right, let's look for any more along the center here. Doesn't look like we have any. Luckily though, we have some here. We can see them. Now to get these up here, we need to move these here first, and that's going to be pretty easy. Just go ahead and turn this, and then there we go. So let's go ahead and move this one here. Okay, there's two of our four. And here we have this one, and we want this one to go here, but this one's in the way. So if we were to just move this, then we would just knock that one out of the way, and that's no good. So why don't we get this one out of the way first before we make the move, and go ahead and then move it. All right, now we have three of the four. Let's go ahead and look for the final one. Here it is, right here. Okay, so again, like I showed you, we need to move this here or here. But if we were to do that, we would knock this one out of the way. So the first thing we need to do is make this facelet clear of a white. There we go. And now we can go ahead and move this to the middle. It's in the middle. And now this one's blocking it, so we're just going to make a quick turn there. And there we go. We have completed step one of solving this cube. Keep watching. All right, welcome to part two of solving the 3x3 Rubik's Cube. So in the last step we went ahead and put white facelets here on the edges. Now we're going to make a white cross, and what that means is that we are going to move each one of these down to the bottom layer. But before we do that, we are going to do some color matching. It's pretty easy. We're going to go ahead and match this color with its center before moving it down. So let's go ahead and find the green. So this now matches, and we have white on top there, so we're going to move this down. And there's the first part of our cross. Now let's find the blue this way, and we have white up top, so let's go ahead and move this down to the bottom. There's the second leg of the cross. Now let's find the red. This is on the opposite side of orange. Okay, so it's matched. Go ahead and move that down. Awesome. Okay, and then we just have one more, and there we're just going to go ahead and match the orange. And let's go ahead and move this one down. And now we have a white cross. And notice that with the centers, the piece below it there matches. All right. And we also have a white cross here. And this is basically going to be the foundation of our cube. It's going to be really easy and methodical to then go ahead and solve this thing from here. Okay, keep watching. Okay, welcome to part three of the tutorial. Here, now that we have our white cross, we're going to enter the four bottom corners. Okay, and we're going to put them in their correct position. So let's just focus on that now. So how do we do that? It sounds maybe like it's hard. It's not. All we need to do is first look for white facelets on this top here, facing us here on the top of these faces. And then we need to find the other color that's also facing us, and then match that with its center, right? So we have a white facing us, and then we have a color here that's matching its center. That means that this corner belongs down here, right? That makes sense because we have the orange side, the blue side, and the white side, and we have orange, white, and blue. All right, so this is positioned to go down here with 3 easy steps, and it goes like this. Notice now these two are matching, and then back down. Okay, so now this corner is placed. All right, so let's see if we have any more that are facing us for easy placement. Unfortunately, I don't see any. What we do have is one down here, but it's not correctly positioned, right? If this green would need to be over here, and then orange would have to be here. So we have to kick this one out. So let's go ahead and do that by doing a similar move, but in this case we're going to go like this, and we're going to move it towards the center, and then we're going to put this back down where it belongs as part of the white cross. White cross. Okay, when we did that, it opened up this one and also this one. So we can do either one. Let's go ahead and do the one that we just fixed. All right, I think we need the red. So here we have the white facing us here on the top, and this color is matching its center. So we're going to do that same move we did earlier, which is just up. We're going to swing it over, so we have these two matching, and back down. All right, now we should have 2 corners that match, that are in the correct position here and here. Now we just need 2 more. All right, why don't we do this one? Because this will be the left. We've been moving it from here to there. Now we're going to move it from here to there. And again, it's the same rules that apply. You want to make sure that this matches the center. And now we have white facing this way. And then we do the same thing, really, but just on the other side. We move it up. We bring it over towards the center here. And now we have these two matching, but this one also matches as well. And we move it back down. So now we have 3 of our 4 corners. Just this one left. And let's see, where does that leave us? All right. This is a good sign. We got one facing us, and here's the red. So let's go ahead and enter the very last one. And it goes like this. All right, there are, so far now we have entered all of our 4 corner pieces. There are a few other cases I want to show you, so just stick around. All right, so we have a special case here where instead of the white being up here, it's down here. And so we need to move it so that it's facing us up here. And so to do that, we just need to move it up, move it away from the center, and back down. And now we're in good position to then just go ahead and place this where it belongs with the moves we already know. There we go. Okay, stick around, we have one more. Okay, we have this last case, and that's when we have a white piece here that's instead of up here. So in this case, we do something very similar to what we've been doing. We go ahead and move it like that, move it out of the way, and then move this back down. Down. And now we have a white piece that's facing us. So let's go ahead and match it with its center and with the white there. And then you know what to do. Just up, over, and down. And now I've shown you all the different tools you need to make your first layer down here. So congratulations. Stick with us and we will continue solving the cube. All right, welcome to part 4 of this Rubik's Cube solving tutorial. In the last phase, we went ahead and entered these 4 corners. So now we have completed the bottom layer. And now we're going to complete the middle layer by entering in 4 edge pieces. All right, so we're just building up. So it doesn't look like we have any that are properly placed yet. No, we have one. See how this one matches this center and this one matches this center. We need to match 3 others. Okay. So how do we do that? Well, we need to look for those edge pieces that are going to be placed. Here's one. We know this is one because it doesn't have a yellow piece on it. If it had a yellow piece, then it would belong up here. We want pieces that belong down here. So let's go ahead and deal with this one. So the first thing you want to do is match the color here with the center, and then kind of pay attention to the color that is up there, right? So the color that's up there is either going to either match this or it's going to match this. Notice that it's green, so it matches this. And so somewhat counterintuitively, to then put this over here, right, we need to first move it away. All right, so go ahead and move it away. All right, then once you've moved it away, we are going to, let's say, kick this piece out of the way. All right, and we're going to do that with a move that looks similar by moving this up, kicking it out of the way, and then putting it back down. All right, now, okay, well, we kicked that piece out of the way, and we still haven't placed the right piece, but we've also misplaced this edge piece. So we know how to fix that, right? We did that in the last section. So let's go ahead and take this piece because it has the white facing us, and it's matching its center. So we already know how to do this. We just go like this, turn it over, swing it over. Now we have that beautiful white line, and back down. But what you'll notice is because we were sneaky prior, when we fixed it, we matched it with this piece here, and now this piece is properly placed. So easy as that. You didn't really have to learn much new there, other than just kicking that piece out and then using tools you already knew. All right, so maybe you notice that we have one here. All right, so I'm first matching it. Again, we have an orange. Orange might be here, orange might be there, right? Orange is here, so we're going to move it away and do the same thing. We're going to kick this one out with that move. All right, so we broke our cube, so we're just going to fix it by matching the orange here with its center, and we have the white here. Notice that the piece we want to place is down here, is back here. So when we are fixing it, see how that's matched, and then we put our corner back. Our edge is also going to be there when we place it back. Really cool, huh? Oh no, just one left. And luckily it's here already for us here on the top. That makes it easy. All right, so we have these matching. Okay, we got a red and an orange. We want this to go away from orange, so we're going to turn it this way first and then do our little method. Kick it out and back down. Now we're going to go ahead and fix this by matching this one with its center, because we got the white here, and we turn it here, and then notice that these now match, and we're bringing it over and back down. And what do you know? We have our 4 edge pieces, and we've done our first layer and our second layer. Stick around for some special cases. So as you can see, I went ahead and broke the cube, and we're going to go ahead and have to do the second layer again with some special cases. Now, if we're lucky, the pieces we always want are going to be up here. In this case, we do have a piece that we would want to place. It would be here. But let's go ahead and focus on a misplaced piece and how we would get that out of the way and in the right position. So this is the one I'm talking about. Notice that the orange here matches this, but the green does not match. It needs to be here on the other side. So how do we get this up here so that we could place it properly? Well, that's pretty easy. We just move it up, out of the way. Notice that it's on the top now, and then this back down. Of course, we probably notice now that this is broken, so we can fix that by matching this with the center. We already know how to do this, and we got the white here, and with our move, and voila. Okay, so now notice that we can then place this one, and I'll just do it really quickly so that you won't be confused why my cube's not solved. And down, and very good. Now we just have one more, this one. All right, so we got our orange up here. Let's move it away from the orange and do our moves. All right, so that teaches you that case when you don't have a piece up here, but it's down here. But what I would suggest is take care of all the edge pieces that we can up here first, and then if you run out, then here and do that method I just showed you. Okay, so stick around. Great, thanks. All right, welcome to part 5. In part 4, we went ahead and entered these 4 edge pieces here to complete the middle layer. Now we are going to make a yellow cross on top. Okay, so in this first case, we're going to look for either a backwards L or just a yellow in the middle. Now a backwards L may not be backwards yet. Maybe it looks like this or like this. If so, go ahead and place it so it looks like a backwards L. Don't worry about these corner pieces quite yet. Okay, so if you have no edge pieces that are yellow, or you have a backwards L, go ahead and do this algorithm. Awesome. Awesome. So with that algorithm, we went ahead and made a cross. So stick around for other cases. All right, so if you don't have a backwards L or just a yellow in the middle, but you have a bar, which is 3 yellows in a row, go ahead and make sure the bar is going from left to right, and then go ahead and do this algorithm. And there we have it. We now have a yellow cross. So keep watching for part 6. All right, welcome to part 6 of the tutorial. In this part, we're going to make all of the top facelets yellow, and the last part, we made a yellow cross. So when making all of these facelets yellow, to know which algorithm to do, we need to know how many yellow corners we already have. And so if we have 2, then this is what you do. You make sure that a yellow is facing you, okay? And then you do this. Great. And now we have a fish pattern, and I'll show you what to do when we have a fish pattern. So this is a fish pattern because we have the head here and we have a tail. And so if you have a fish pattern, what you want to do is look for a yellow that's opposite of the head, a yellow that's facing you, and do this algorithm. And this is the algorithm you'll do when it's on, when the yellow is on the left. It's the same thing, but it's just the other side. Great. We've now made a complete yellow top. Stick around and I'll show you some other cases. All right, let's say that we have 0 yellow corner pieces. What we're going to do is just look for a yellow, make sure that it's facing this way, facing to the left, and then we're going to do this algorithm. Awesome. And now we have our fish pattern, which means we have just one corner. And so this is our fish head and this is our fish tail. And we want to do an algorithm on the side that's opposite of the fish head. And this is the algorithm we do. It happened to be the exact same one we did earlier. There. And there we have it. Should be all of the cases, and now we can move on to part 7. Stick around. All right, welcome to part 7 of this tutorial. In part 6, we went ahead and made the entire up face yellow. Now we are going to position the corners. Okay, so to position the corners, and that means that, you know, as this one is positioned correctly, this matches this matches this, we need each of those to be the case. So that doesn't match that, that doesn't match that. So this does match. What we need to do is see if we have on one side on the corners 2 matching colors. So this is green and blue, red and orange, green and blue, orange and red. So no side do we have a matching color. So it doesn't matter how the cube is oriented when it's algorithm. And what this algorithm is going to do is it's going to switch these 2 front corner pieces. So this is going to go here, and that's going to go there, and that's going to magically lead us to a side that has a matching color. All right, so here's what you do. Just go ahead and lift it up so that you have a complete white face, and then do this algorithm. All right. All right. Now let's look around, and it seems that we have matching colors here. Now hopefully, it's very likely that you started with matching colors, and if you do have matching colors, then you want these to be facing the back. All right, so these are already correctly positioned. Now we need to switch these 2, and when we switch those 2, it'll be correctly positioned. So we have the blue and red here over here, so that belongs here. We have the red and green, and we need the red and green one over there. So let's go ahead and do that one more time, exactly the same. Notice that our corners that are in the correct position are facing back. All right, so again, let's look at that entirely white down face, and let's do our algorithm. And voila, it looks like all of them are matching, but it requires one more move. And there it is. Looks like all of our corners are in the right spot. So go ahead and stick around and we will complete the solve. All right, welcome to the final step, part 8. In the previous step, we went ahead and positioned all of the top corner pieces so they're in the right place. In this step, we're going to make sure all of these final edge pieces are in the right place. Okay? Now, you may notice that none of them are positioned correctly. That's fine. Typically, you'd usually have one, but that doesn't really matter. So we're going to do the same thing regardless. So in this case, if we have none of the edges positioned correctly, we're just going to take any side, okay? And we can do this with any side, and we're going to do this algorithm here. Okay, so after we've done that, you will notice that we have an edge that's in its right place. We have three red ones. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and send these 3 to the back, and we're going to do this algorithm until each one of these are placed. So the algorithm I'm going to teach you is going to send these edge pieces clockwise. So this is going to stay in the same place, but this is going to go clockwise. All right, so here's what you do. And if this were to go clockwise, there we see the green would go in the right place. This would go over here, the blue would be in the right place, and the orange would then be in the right place. And so we're going to do the exact same thing. And there it is. We have a solved cube. Go ahead and stick around for one more case. All right, so we have a completed back here. But if we were to do our clockwise maneuver, it would cause the red to go here, which is not great, the blue to go here, and the orange to go here. And so we could do that, but we'd have to do that twice. So if you just want to do one algorithm to fix this, we can do the counterclockwise rotation. And this is the way it looks like. And again, notice that counterclockwise would move the blue here, the red here, and then the orange across here, over here. Remember, this algorithm leaves the back safe. So here's how we would do the counterclockwise. there you And there you have it. I think I've given you all the tools you need to solve the Rubik's Cube. Hope this was helpful, and goodbye for now.